I'll start next week. I'm too busy right now. I'm over 40. It's probably too late. If you're over 40, here is the truth about your future and what you can do about it from today. If you're over 40, you might feel like time is slowing down. But why are you? I'm going to hit you with a few truths. The choices that you make today, the meals that you skip, the workouts that you choose not to do, and the stress that you continue to put yourself under, they're compounding into the body, mind, and energy that will move forward with you into your 50s, 60s, and beyond. Now, this isn't fear-mongering, it's reality. It isn't too late unless you keep waiting. Think about people in your life right now who are in their late 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond, who would have wished they'd have stayed active and kept on top of their nutrition and stress levels in their late 30s, 40s. Hey, my name's Aaron, and I am a coach that works with people over the age of 40. I help people set realistic targets around their nutrition, their exercise, and their mindset, taking into consideration all the stresses in life, kids, grandkids, works, commitments around the house, responsibilities, all that kind of stuff. And in this video, like I said right at the beginning, it's for the people that keep saying, I'll start next week. I'm too busy right now. I'm over 40. It's probably too late anyway. So we're going to clear all that up and start looking at building a plan that suits you, that fits into your lifestyle, and actually gets you to start seeing some progress physically and mentally. So what actually changes after the age of 40? Let's break it down, because yes, your body and mind will be changing after the age of 40. Your ability to maintain the muscle that you might have built in your 30s and 20s by going to the gym is going to start to break down somewhat, or at least it's going to be much harder to keep it. Or if you're a complete beginner, gaining muscle like you would have done in your 20s and 30s is going to be a little bit more difficult. Studies have shown that you are going to start losing anywhere between 1 to 8% of muscle mass per decade after the age of 40. And that rate is going to speed up the older you get. So effectively, what you don't use, you will lose. Now we're going to talk about how we can slow that down, and if you're new to exercise, how we can build some muscle and maintain it as we get older. Your recovery is going to slow down as well. You've probably heard that saying about training smarter as opposed to training harder. The quality of your sleep, your recovery, your hormone recovery, your muscular recovery, it all changes after the age of 40. It's not like it was when you were back in your 20s. That's why training hard every single day of the week is probably going to be off limits. You can't just walk it off or just get on with it like you might have done back in your early 20s. Workouts, going for runs, playing five-side football, whatever it might be, is going to take a little bit longer to recover from than what it used to do. Energy levels are going to fluctuate a little bit differently than how they were back in your 20s and 30s as well. Now, if over the last 10, 15 years you had really bad habits, they're going to be catching up with you right now, especially if you don't make a decision to make some changes. Poor meal choices, erratic sleep routines, stress, and no movement is what's going to slow you down, give you even more aches and pains, and even more problems with things like sleep and energy levels. It's all going to compound unless you start making some changes. But here's the part that most people don't talk about. These changes are natural and inevitable. You might not be able to stop it, but you can slow it down somewhat. And you can actually reverse some of the damage that you might have caused back in your 20s and 30s. But it starts by you making some intentional good choices from today. So I want to tell you about one of my clients, Lisa. She's 47, 2 kids, and works full-time. Now, she came to me telling me that she felt constantly frustrated and tired that her body no longer bounces back like it used to when she was in her 20s and 30s, before she had kids. She's tried all the supplements you can think of. She's tried all the different diets and struggles to actually stick to something in the long term. So what did we do? Well, we didn't do a complete overhaul. It wasn't needed. We made some key changes, some tweaks to what she was doing. Instead of trying to do crazy HIIT workouts, boot camps, and 7 to 10 hours of training a week, we started with simply going for a walk. This can be the school run. This could be at lunchtime. We kept it simple, we kept it low impact, and we kept it around 15-20 minutes so that it was something that could fit into every day. One tweak that we made to her diet was that we wanted to make extra effort with protein. Rather than trying to cut everything out that we enjoy, reduce everything that we like doing at the weekend, we just made some simple tweaks and we started with introducing more protein. And finally, in this first month or two of training, we started to look at her evening routine. We started to get consistent with her bedtime, getting to bed at the same time every single night. As the months went on, we saw progress with those first 3 targets that we set. We were then in a position to start introducing new challenges, new goals, new targets. Her energy was already increasing. She felt stronger, she felt like her posture had improved, and her energy was going through the roof. She was sleeping better, which meant her mood was better, and she was having a better relationship with her kids, her partner, and productivity at work. All off the back end of just those 3 simple tweaks. It wasn't magic, it was a small tweak and aimed to be consistent, with the knowledge that we were going to progress with those goals as the weeks and months went on. So what can you do starting from today? So we're going to assume right now that you're doing no exercise, that it's just something that you can't, or you think you can't, fit into your week, or when you've tried to, you try to fit in way too much, or the intensity is way too high. So all we're going to do is start off with a 15 to 20 minute walk each day, including the weekends. Now you can do this on your own. You can do it with family members. You can do it with your dog if you want to. But each day, come rain or shine, 15 to 20 minutes of walking for an entire month. Secondly, we're going to make 2 slight tweaks to your nutrition. First up, like I mentioned before with Lisa, you're going to start adding more protein to each meal. And secondly, if you're not eating any fruit or veg right now, or you're not eating very much, you're going to add in 1 piece of fruit and 1 piece of veg every day, including the weekends. Remember, what we're looking for in this first month or 2 is to get you moving, get you off the blocks, get you into a position where you're seeing some wins so that as the weeks and months progress, we can start making some changes. And finally, like Lisa, we're going to look at your sleep. I want you to start going to bed at the same time every single night. But I'm going to add in an extra challenge here for you as well. 20 minutes before you go to bed. So let's say you're going to bed at 10 past 10, you're going to turn off all electronics. You're going to give yourself a breather from the screens. And in that 20 minutes, you're going to have a wash, brush your teeth, get ready for bed, turn the lights off, lock the doors, get ready for the next day, whatever it might be. And then you're going to get into bed and go to sleep. You'll be surprised what that consistency will do, and taking away the screens 20 minutes before bed. Remember, if your sleep is poor, chances are everything else in your life is going to suffer. So let's make this real. I've got some questions for you. If you're following on social media, you can drop these in my DM, or if you're happy to, you can put it in the comments below. Right now, what's one habit that you're doing that you know you need to fix, but you keep putting off? And what is one small action, you can use the ones that I've given you already, that you know you can start doing from today? And we're going to add some accountability to those questions as well. If you are genuinely interested in making some changes, what I want you to do is let me know how you get on over the next month. Tag me in an Instagram story, drop me a DM, put something in the comments below. Be honest with yourself. What needs fixing right now, and what can you realistically fit into your day that's going to help you move forward? Now, I want you to also remember this as well. Like I mentioned before, we're all busy. We've got kids, grandkids, deadlines, family commitments, etc. You are not expected to be perfect overnight. You are not expected to have everything boxed off in the first month. It doesn't work like that. But you do have to start somewhere. And if you've tried everything else in the past, this might be the opportunity for you to try something different and something that I know will work. Here's the truth. You're not too old, you're not broken, and you're definitely not done. You're just overdue a strategy that fits for you. So if you want to stay connected, check the description below. You'll find all the relevant information about my social media. And if this resonates with you and you want some coaching that actually fits your lifestyle, again, head over to one of my social medias, DM me, say hi, and I'll take it from there. So if this video has helped shift your mindset, it's given you some clarity, resonates with you, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and if you want to comment and engage, let me know below. And remember, it's not about perfection, it is about protecting your future one step at a time.